My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Grave Encounters 2. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But I really like the first Grave Encounters. But nobody ever talks about the sequel, so I didn't really know what to expect. And this movie was a grave disappointment. All jokes aside, this movie is shit. I hated, hated this movie. But let's begin by talking about the cast. And Richard Harmon was so annoying. I thought he was unlikable and he wasn't convincing. Leanne Lapp, I thought, didn't have anything to do really besides scream. She has no bit of character or personality outside of that. And Sean Waterson, I wasn't a fan that they brought this character back. It felt very lazy, but his performance is fine. Everyone else doesn't stand out whatsoever, but let's just get to the biggest issue with this movie. And it's the premise. They find proof that the first movie actually happened. The first movie, where a group of characters went inside this hospital and all sense of time and space is completely lost and they all die. They have proof that this happened. They're not curious, they're not unsure, they are certain. So, what do? They go to the same fucking hospital. Like, what are you thinking? Like, it would at least be a better movie if they came prepared and, like, let's say when they entered, they removed the door and they were 2 steps ahead. But no, they make the same fucking mistakes. And it's just frustrating because they knew what was going to happen. There's even a scene where he's just like, "What? There's no exit door there." And it's like, obviously, like, you should have known that. Just frustratingly stupid and annoying characters. But I also think that the pacing in this movie is just dreadful. Like, it takes forever to get going. Like, I think it's like 40 minutes before they're inside the hospital. And then in the next 20 minutes, everything just happens like this. And then the last 40 minutes of this movie just drags. So it takes forever to get going, and then it's just a very one note, repetitive movie, and there's no real tension or atmosphere, and there's no sense of escalation. Like, everything just kind of happens really fast, and it's just not an effective movie. And like, I enjoy the element of the first movie where they're just trapped, and this movie has that as well, but it just feels like more of the same. You know? Like, um, Paranormal Activity 1 and 2 could easily feel the same, but they find ways to make it feel fresh and make it feel new. They add more characters, they add more rooms, they add more locations. And it's enough for that movie to stand out. But while I was watching this movie, I'm just like, it's pretty much the exact same shit. And I just found it boring. If I ever want to experience this, I would just go to the first movie. And the added lore to this universe is stupid. Like, the way this movie ends is just awful, and this sequel was just a terrible mistake. The one bit of credit I'll give this movie is there's a scene where they think they escaped and they go back to their hotel and then they go in the elevator and it turns out they're still in the hospital. That is a great moment. It kind of reminds me of that one moment in 1408, but actually done much better here. But just everything else in this movie, I thought it was a boring, overlong, bland, ineffective, not scary, stupid piece of shit. So I hated this. I'm giving Grave Encounters 2 a 1 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Grave Encounters 2? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.